You were shot how many times?
9 times.
You took 9 rounds.
That's right.
And survived.
That's right.
An innocent man survives a barrage of police gunfire while being held hostage. Tonight, an Atlanta News First investigation finds that officers who wounded him don't owe him anything.
This week, the U.S. Supreme Court let stand a controversial ruling about what lengths police can go to in certain hostage situations. Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe here with the exclusive interview with the survivor. Brendan, good evening.
Good evening, Sean. Good evening, Rick. The courts have ruled police can legally shoot a hostage to protect themselves or the public, but that leaves no one responsible to compensate the victim.
Oglethorpe County 911, armed with a pistol, and a rifle.
He's in my truck and he's coming out the window now. He said I won't survive if I don't get to the hospital.
He fired a shot, rode my side mirror out. I thought that was my head, but, you know, I got lucky.
That was a warning shot.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't keep driving,
He was on shoot me in the head.
Don Davis was behind the wheel with a killer holding him at gunpoint.
The dude that he's in the truck with just called. So if he didn't do what he said, that he would kill him.
So he has the truck driver hostage?
Yes.
Ryan Arnold had already shot his pregnant girlfriend and at pursuing officers. He was going to escape a police barricade in Davis's logging truck or die trying.
How are you going to make them kill you?
If you shoot at them and they shoot at you, obviously one of you got to die, so.
you had 2 really bad choices. Get shot by the man who had taken you hostage.
That's right.
Or get shot by the police.
That's right.
The hostage and his kidnapper rolled through the police roadblock, hitting police cars in their way.
He's in an 18-wheel log truck. He's running over patrol cars. He's coming out, headed to the pavement. He's running over everything in his sight.
Troopers with the Georgia State Patrol and deputies with Oglethorpe County opened fire. More than 35 bullets riddled the cab.
And Mr. Davis, all I remember is hearing him scream and jumping out of the vehicle. He jumped out of the truck.
I said, I got to get out of here. I bailed out and had my hands up in the air, and I still got shot.
The hostage was shot in his shoulder, hip, and leg. Davis's hand was nearly blown off.
You were shot how many times?
9 times.
You took 9 rounds.
That's right.
And survived.
That's right.
On that day, part of the man that I married died.
The suspect survived too and later pleaded guilty to murder and kidnapping.
I was placed into the ambulance on the scene. Mr. Davis was life-flighted.
Was the hostage shot by accident? Davis argued he was targeted by police because he was driving. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation agreed the driver was the target, even though some officers assumed the fleeing felon was behind the wheel.
You determined, as part of your investigation, that each of the officers that fired was intending to shoot the driver of the truck.
Correct.
The subject y'all are looking for is in the vehicle with him, advising if he does not go where he tells him to, he will kill him.
Dispatch records show police were told the driver was a hostage, but some officers say they never heard that transmission.
And there's lots of cases out there that talk about hostages getting caught in the crossfire.
Attorney Render Freeman sued the troopers and the deputies on behalf of the Davis family.
We're not aware of any case in the country that says that an officer may strategically choose on purpose to shoot the innocent hostage as a way of apprehending the criminal.
The courts ruled it didn't matter whether the police officers shot the hostage on purpose or not. The 11th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals here in Atlanta tossed Davis's lawsuit last year, ruling the logging truck had to be stopped. And tragically, that meant stopping Davis, too. One judge on the appeals panel disagreed with the others on that final shot after the hostage had jumped from the stopped truck, calling that an unreasonable use of deadly force. But that same judge agreed with the others that the officer can't be held liable because he's entitled to qualified immunity.
Sounds like it's perfectly okay to shoot an innocent hostage like that. That desperately needs to change.
Don Davis now lives with the scars, each one made by a police bullet. Missing body cameras and a damaged dash cam file mean there isn't a single frame of video of the 2015 shooting itself. But the voices of troopers were captured by the dash cam of a state patrol cruiser responding to the scene.
We shot a hostage?
Yeah.
Did we shoot him?
Yeah.
Good.
We shot them both.
Hey, all's well that ends well.
Amen.
As long as none of us gets hurt, we're making memories.
That's right.
Stunning. We do not know the identity of those specific deputies, or rather troopers there. We just know they were Georgia State Patrol troopers responding to the scene. The officers were completely cleared of any wrongdoing in this case, but Oglethorpe County did pay out a settlement on behalf of its deputies before the case was thrown out for all of the other defendants. Officers testified not everyone heard the radio transmission that the hostage was driving, and one deputy said, had he known, he would not have fired. Sean.
Brendan, the story is just appalling in some ways. Is this now the law of the land? Can police nationally, intentionally shoot hostages in similar situations?
Sean, police can always shoot a hostage if they're protecting themselves or the public. And that means, yes, they can shoot a hostage in that situation. The 11th Circuit here in Atlanta used a streetcar analogy. If there are 5 people tied to one track and only one person tied to the other, the operator of that streetcar can switch to the track with only one person in harm's way, and they would not be civilly liable for the result.
Brendan Keefe, great.